Hey YouTube, this is our 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, and today we're going to be adding some cabin air filtration to this thing. These things didn't come with cabin air filters like most modern cars do, so you have to add it as an aftermarket product. I'm going to be using this thing here that I got off of Amazon. To install this thing, you have to actually remove the cowl and do it from under the hood. So I'm going to take this thing into the garage and we're going to add that cabin air filter to this Jeep. So let's get to it. I have this Jeep in the garage now, so the air comes in under here that goes into the cabin. So we got to take this thing off, probably pull this rubber hood seal off, and I guess you could just pull that off and put it back on. There are these little plastic screws here that hold the cowl in place. There's a couple on this side, one in here, and a couple more on that side. And then I guess if I close the hood, I could get these. I don't know how they come out. As all these things are. This shouldn't be too hard to put back in. This thing should just, without taking the wiper arm off, it looks like the best I have after I take the little rubber strip off that was here is to lift the cowl up and work right in there. Now that little space in there is where this cabin air filter needs to go. So that little black thing you've seen in there, as this little black thing you've seen in here, hopefully you can see that on that camera angle. That has to come out so that the new piece could actually go in. I think you could just hold this thing and pull it out. Yep. And there's a little plastic pieces that's broke out, but that's all right. This is the only thing that you have preventing leaves and stuff from getting into the cab. Into the cabin, that is. No good. And this is what we're going to be replacing it with. It actually goes in like this. There's actually three pieces here. There's the back piece. That's the replacement for the piece that we just took off. There's the filter, and then there's the front cover. Here's the actual filter. Here's the filter. And this here is the back piece that goes in to replace the piece that we just took off. And these are two little plastic rivets that just hold this into the body, into the back there. You'll see the two holes back in there corresponding to the two holes here, and that just helps hold that in place. There's also a little clip here that you clip in, and there's this little thing here that helps wedge it in place. Let's go ahead and put this in place and then install the rest. Okay. Well, there goes our little tab. It just broke off. So the only problem I have with this is now is the little plastic clip that was here. It just broke off when I put it in. But other than that, those two little plastic rivets, that they hold this piece in there real tight. And here's the little plastic clip that just broke off. Here goes the filter in there now. It's getting really dirty with my crazy dirty hands now. It just slides in there like so. Then on the plastic cover, there's some tabs that go on the bottom and some tabs that go on the top. Put the bottom in first. And just clip the tops in. There it is. I just put a flashlight in there so you can see the little tabs, and it's all in there pressed together. It's just really held in place by those two little tabs and was supposed to be by that one little clip that broke. But the one little clip that broke doesn't seem to affect it much. Let's just button this thing back up. All right, there we have it, all buttoned up. The only thing left to do now is drive it down the road and make sure air is coming through really just as it was before. I hope you liked this video. If it helped you out, great. Give a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.